All right, so we just had a big Jordan retro drop go down for these Rare Air 11s, which based off the history of the Rare Air series as far as this year's releases, from the 1s to the 3s to the 4s, which were pretty accessible at the time of the original releases, I was thinking that as far as these 11s, this one would be a walk in the park, right? No headaches involved. And I even mentioned that if people were patient enough, they may be able to snag these on sale later down the line, which I had no clue this was coming because apparently I have no idea what I'm talking about. These joints are pretty much sold out all across the board, which I understand there's going to be some people who are going to be able to walk into one of their local malls, hit their local sneaker shop and grab a pair. But as far as the online release, these dropped at a lot of different spots, sold out across the board. And as far as the sneakers app dropped, they did report around 38,000 pairs were loaded up according to all the monitors. I can't tell you if that's the amount of pairs which Nike sold via the app, but it looks like as I'm recording, all your bigger sizes are gone. Just a couple of smaller sizes still available. So I would definitely say not a lot of people saw this one coming right here, but congratulations to everybody had success. I saw some places were even doing first come, first serve, which kind of takes things back to the old days, right? And when we talk about the Jordan 11, right, this is a shoe which coming up, I always thought these were the best pair of Jordans, right? Ever since I saw MJ originally rock these Concords on feet, like these were godly, right? A Tinker Hatfield design. I think the big draw at the time was like the patent leather upper, which at the time there was like nothing like that on the market. So plus, let's not forget about the retail. I think these were like 120, 130 bucks, something like that, which at that time, huge status symbol. And as far as 11s, even though we did get a whole bunch of other Jordans which dropped years after that, I just kind of felt like nothing really lived up to the 11s as far as like my favorite Jordans. And then in 2008, Jordan Brand did something real special. You guys remember those countdown packs? Well, as far as the holiday Christmas drop, we got the Jordan 11 playoffs or the breads. And then as far as the other pair which came in the pack, we got those Taxi 12s. Y'all remember those countdown packs, right? So as far as the impact, I'm guessing Jordan Brand saw what was happening. And then every year after that, we got an 11 as the annual Christmas Jordan release, right? 2009, Space Jams. 2010, we got the cool grades. But as far as 2011 and the release of the Concords, like that was something different, right? I don't know if it was just because of the timing where this was during a time in my life where I was first starting to get some money. I could buy my own Jordans, but people were going absolutely crazy for these, lining up at malls across the country. I remember where I was at in Cutler Bay, the Southland Mall, which was previously called the Cutler Ridge Mall. I remember people were lining up, you know, the night before. I want to say maybe even like 48 hours ahead of the release, which I wanted no part of that. That's where I kind of realized like, nah, I'm not about that life. Eventually ended up paying resale for that pair, but that's when I kind of noticed, like, saw the hype behind a lot of these sneaker releases. And of course, you know, years after that, it just continued to get bigger and bigger. We got the Breads the year after, followed up by the Gamma Blues, then the Legend Blues. But as far as like Jordans, the most popular retros, y'all gotta let me know if I'm tripping or not, but I always felt like up till then, like any Jordan retros, whether it was the 3s up to like the 14s, were all some of the best pairs. But around like 2015, 2016, we started to see a shift where like Jordan 1s started to kind of become like the most popular retro models. You could throw the 4s in there as well, which I think still continues to be one of the most popular retros. But 1s like had the sneaker game in a chokehold all the way up until like just recent years. So 1s, 4s always kind of felt like they were the most popular. But as far as 11s, it kind of felt like they took a back seat. But as far as this Rare 11 release, it kind of just shows you that there's no rules to this shit. Like, expect the unexpected. Like, these joints sold out. Congrats to everybody that hit on these. And of course, as these did sell out, you're gonna see resale prices continue to go up, which I wanna say, weren't these joints going for like under retail or maybe like right under retail? Prices are already going up. See some of the sizes, the more coveted, bigger sizes, almost going for like 300 a pop. And for everybody that hates StockX, of course, we'll go ahead and check the Go app for reference as well, which is gonna be the same deal, you know, a little more slightly increase in prices. And for everybody that hates StockX and Go, wow, I could go ahead and check eBay, but we don't got time for all that. What I'm trying to say is that this is a sneaker which ahead of the drop wasn't too much demand as far as the prices, and now that they're all sold out, seems like everybody's kind of eating their words and prices are continuing to go up. So where does that leave us when we talk about the Jordan 11? Because remember, coming up soon, we got the Gamma Blue 11s, which will actually be this holiday's big Jordan 11 release. We also got those women's, which I think they're called like Pearl or something like that. Those are dropping soon. We can't forget about the city exclusive packs, the ATL Houston, as well as Vegas joints. But when you talk about these Gamma Blues, bro, I feel like this is a release which last time they dropped, 2013, back for the first time. I think a lot of people have nostalgia for them joints. Plus, on top of that, I mean, the colorway is just like clean, bro. Like easy to wear, just solid pair of 11. So as far as the impact for this holiday's release, it's gonna be weird to see how things happen, because with these rare airs, I didn't see these selling out. I don't know if it's the impact of the holiday season or what, but if these are anything like the past holiday releases where they're dropping like what some people say are like hundreds of thousands of pairs, I don't think they should be too crazy. But as far as this pair, this is definitely one I could see selling out as far as this holiday, and then people regretting on passing up. So that should be a big drop coming up soon. It looks like the Rare Air 11s made us put some respect back on the Jordan 11s, and I love it, man. A timeless, classic silhouette. Always great to see people getting excited for Jordan retro drops like that. So comment down below. Let me know if you guys snagged up a pair of these. And of course, with this release selling out, it's got me nervous as far as this weekend's big drop for the Taxi 12s, right? If the Rare 11s, people are going that crazy for them joints, bro, I could imagine that these taxis are going to be a problem. And some of y'all were saying that these should be easy, but based off what we saw go down today, I don't really know if I could trust y'all like that, man. I don't even trust myself, bro. So let me know what y'all think as far as this drop. Do y'all feel like this one's going to be easy to grab or not? Drop your feedback down below. Again, congratulations to everybody that had success on today's drop, man. Them joints shocked me, bro, and literally just shows you expect the unexpected. So JATV, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. If you enjoyed the update, make sure you smash the like button. Plus, if you've been rocking with the content, you know, consider subscribing. Come along for the journey. I'll catch y'all next time. I'm out. Love.